Hello and welcome back to Brock Likes Gundam. This is the Master Grade Epyon Gundam, and if you know anything about Epyon, you already know this is going to be a really satisfying build. So before we start building, let me reintroduce Supervisor Brock. Yes, he is back to not help, only judge. So we are going to be breaking up the building process into two parts. The first part, I'm going to be focused on building the upper half. So I'm going to start off with the torso. I'm going to let this section breathe a bit, so you'll hear less of me talking, more of the clicks and the snapping. This is where the build really begins to take shape. With master grades, you're not just snapping pieces together, you're building an internal structure first, then layering armor on top. You can see how everything connects, the joints, the core structure. It's all designed to support the rest of the kit. This part is especially important since it acts as the anchor point for both the arms and the lower half later on. Now adding the outer armor pieces. This is where the Epyon design really starts to show. Sharp edges, layered plating, and that sleek, aggressive look it's known for. And a quick check-in from Supervisor Brock. Yep, that's the glare of approval. Next up, the head. This is always one of my favorite parts of any Gundam build. It sets the personality of the entire kit. Epyon's head design is sharp and aggressive. Very distinct compared to more traditional Gundams. You've got those angular features and that pronounced V fin. It really leans into that intimidating look. Something that Supervisor Brock can definitely relate to. The parts here are small, so just taking a bit of care to get everything aligned properly. I wanted to practice having seamless seams in between the pieces, so I thought I would practice here on a piece that's not necessarily visible. There's definitely some armor covering if I make any mistakes. I like the balance here. Not overly bulky, but still detailed enough to match the rest of the design. Everything stays consistent with the sleek Epyon style. Here I am again, using the liquid cement to create a seamless feel. This time, to make it a bit easier, I've decided to separate the parts, apply the glue, and then squeeze it super duper tight. And Supervisor Brock is back. Let's see how he feels about that paper bag he's on. Yep, it's okay. Moving on to the arms. Same approach here, starting with the inner frame, then layering on the armor. The joints feel solid right away, which is good. You want smooth movement without anything feeling loose. And back to the build, we are continuing to add the armor to the arms and all the little details that go along with it. We are so close to finishing the first part of this build. With the body, the head, and the arms going to be connected very soon, you'll be able to see the identity of Epyon. Building up to this moment, you can still see it's sharp, controlled, and just a little bit intimidating. And that's going to wrap up part 1 of the Master Grade Epyon build. In part 2, we'll be tackling the lower half. The wings, the weapon, the legs of course. Basically everything that takes this from a solid build to a full display piece. Thanks for watching, and of course, thanks to Supervisor Brock for keeping things on track. We'll see you next time in part 2 when we build the lower half of Epyon.